Let's be honest for a second. Losing the ball sucks. There's nothing worse than getting a pass, feeling like you've got something going, and then suddenly it's gone, taken by a defender, or maybe you panicked and gave it away too cheaply. I know that feeling, and if you're watching this, you probably do too. The truth is, it doesn't just kill your confidence, it also affects the way your teammates see you. If you're the player who constantly loses possession, guess what? They start passing to you less. Coaches notice, scouts definitely notice. But here's the good news, keeping the ball under pressure isn't some magical gift that only certain players are born with. It's a skill and you can train it. That's what we're going to break down today. Think about the guys you've played with, or even the pros you watch on TV. There's always that one player who just never seems to lose the ball. Doesn't matter if he's surrounded, doesn't matter if he's got his back to goal, he finds a way to keep it, or at the very least, win a foul in a good area. And here's the key, it's not always about fancy footwork, it's about habits, mindset, and understanding pressure. That's what separates the guy who panics and gives it away from the guy who makes you say, how the hell did he just get out of that? Now let me ask you something. Be real with yourself. How many times have you received the ball, felt that defender breathing down your neck, and just panicked? You either rush a pass without looking, miscontrol your first touch, or just smash the ball forward, hoping someone else deals with it. We've all done it. I've done it plenty of times. But here's the truth. Ball retention isn't just about having a clean first touch. It's about how calm you are in that split second when pressure hits. Some players freeze up, others seem like they have all the time in the world. Why? Because they've trained their brain and body to react differently. Here's what I mean. Most players, especially when they're still developing, overthink everything under pressure. They see a defender coming and suddenly their brain starts going crazy. Should I turn left, pass right, take a touch, shield? By the time they've made a decision, the ball's gone. But the best players don't go through that mental checklist. They don't think their way out of pressure. They feel their way out. Their body already knows what to do. Their touch, their balance, their awareness, it all kicks in automatically, and that's what makes them so hard to dispossess. So how do you get there? How do you stop being the guy who panics and start being the guy who looks calm no matter what? The first step is changing how you see pressure. Most players treat pressure like the enemy. They tense up, they rush, they play scared, but pressure is actually information. It's your environment telling you where space is, where danger is, and what your options are. If you train yourself to listen to that information instead of fighting it, suddenly the game slows down. Instead of thinking, oh no, I'm about to lose the ball, you start thinking, okay, he's pressing me from this side, which means the space is over there. Let's talk about something you might not hear much, your body awareness. Big word for it is proprioception. All it really means is knowing where your body and the ball are in space without having to constantly look down. That's huge for keeping possession. If you're always staring at your feet, you'll never know where the defender is. You'll never see the passing option. Training your body to feel the ball, to know exactly where it is without looking, is one of the fastest ways to stop giving it away. And you don't need fancy equipment to train it. Play barefoot, juggle in tight spaces, dribble with your eyes up, even around your house. The smaller the space and the harder the conditions, the sharper your instincts become. Now let's get into shielding. A lot of players think shielding is just about sticking your butt out and hoping for the best, but the real secret is in your body positioning. Drop your center of gravity, bend your knees, use your arms for balance, and put your body between the ball and the defender. The difference between standing tall and being low and compact is massive. Think about it like this. A tall pole is easy to knock over, but a pyramid with a wide base, way harder to move. That's what you're doing when you lower your body. You're turning yourself into a stable base that defenders can't just bully off the ball. And here's another trick. Don't stay static. Watch players like Busquets or Verratti when they're under pressure. The ball is never still. They're constantly making tiny touches, shifting their weight, moving the ball just enough to make the defender second guess. That constant movement makes it almost impossible to time a tackle. If you just stand there holding the ball, you're a sitting duck. Keep it moving, even just little touches, and suddenly the defender's off balance instead of you. Now let's talk scanning. Scanning is not just about glancing around when you have the ball, it's about checking your surroundings before you even receive it. The best players know where their options are before the ball even arrives. That way, when the defender presses, they're not panicking. They already know if they can turn, if they've got a pass option, or if they should shield. Start training yourself to check your shoulder every single time before the ball gets to you. At first it'll feel forced, but over time it becomes automatic. And when that happens, you'll notice defenders look way less scary because you already know what you're going to do. Now here's the part that might surprise you. Even the best players in the world lose the ball. Messi, Neymar, Mbappe, Salah, they all get dispossessed multiple times a game. The difference is they don't let it stop them from trying again. Average players play scared. They think don't lose it instead of make something happen. Great players know that losing the ball sometimes is part of taking risks, and taking risks is what actually changes games. So instead of being afraid of mistakes, you need to start asking yourself, am I playing to look clean or am I playing to make an impact? If you're too focused on looking clean, you'll always choose the safe option. The backward pass, the sideways pass, the safe touch, and sure, you won't get yelled at as much, but you also won't stand out. Coaches don't remember the guy who just keeps it safe. They remember the guy who can hold the ball under pressure, make the forward pass, or carry it out of a tight space. That's how you build trust. That's how you become the player your team relies on when things get tough. So here's the action plan. First, reframe pressure in your mind. Stop seeing it as danger. Start seeing it as information. Second, train your body awareness. Play in tight spaces, dribble with your head up, juggle barefoot, force yourself into uncomfortable situations where your body has to adjust automatically. Third, master your shielding, lower your center of gravity, use your arms and hips, and never stay static. Keep the ball moving even in small touches. Fourth, scan constantly before, during, and after you receive the ball. And finally, change your mindset about mistakes. Stop fearing them. The best players in the world lose the ball, but they don't let it affect their confidence. Neither should you. Because here's the thing, if you always lose the ball right now, that doesn't mean you're destined to always be that player. It just means you haven't trained the right habits yet. Ball retention is not magic. It's not luck. It's not something only a few gifted players can do. It's a skill. And with the right mindset and training, you can absolutely get there. So the next time you get the ball and feel that defender closing in, don't panic. Remember, pressure is just information. Trust your training, trust your body, and play with the confidence of someone who knows that losing the ball sometimes isn't the end of the world. It's just part of the game.